Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate your organizing this important hearing to understand the budget and activities of 3 of our federal trade agencies, the International Trade Administration, the Bureau of Industry and Security, and the U.S. International Trade Commission. These agencies are critical to a free flow of commerce, international trade markets for American businesses, and to our national security, and the fiscal year 2019 CJS bill funds all 3 at levels higher than the President's request. Now, we did that to ensure that these agencies can continue promoting American goods and services overseas and can take action to level the playing field for workers by holding foreign companies accountable when they engage in unfair trade practices. Unfortunately, the administration has also used these agencies to carry out what I believe is an ill-advised trade war that is putting up new barriers to trade for America's small businesses. I'm particularly concerned that the administration's burdensome and opaque exemption process for steel and aluminum tariffs has created a mountain of red tape, forcing small businesses to spend precious time and resources to rework their operations. In addition, the exemption process has resulted in a dramatic shift of resources away from helping small businesses find new markets for their products. In fact, it's my understanding that many staff at the International Trade Administration and Bureau of Industry and Security have been shifted away from small business assistance to handle tariff exemption requests. Finally, serious questions have been raised about the legitimacy and fairness of the process, the waiver exemption process, as a result of recent reports of influence by the White House. Now, as we discussed at our last hearing with U.S. Trade Representative Lighthizer, we've also seen the ramifications of this trade war in our home states. And I noticed, Mr. Asher, you were, like all of the panelists, were checking out the headlines there, but you recognize a number of those news outlets from New Hampshire. A few weeks ago, I visited Hitchner Manufacturing in Milford, New Hampshire. The company makes metal castings for the automotive and aerospace industry. Hitchner is planning a new facility that will create 85 local jobs, but they've seen the cost of their raw materials increase precipitously since the administration implemented their steel and aluminum tariffs this year. Now, Hitchner already prides itself on using domestically produced steel, but even U.S.-made steel has increased in price with the administration's tariffs. I hope that the President will heed the warnings of members of this committee and end the trade war, and in particular, I urge the President to reach an agreement with Canada. Like all of us, I'll be watching this issue very closely, especially because Canada is New Hampshire's largest trading partner, as it is for all of the United States. Any new deal regarding NAFTA that cuts such a key ally out of the agreement will lose my support. So thank you all very much for being here today, and I look forward to your testimony.